All right. I need to adjust this just a hair. See if this is going to start up or not. Not quite started yet. Give it a few more seconds. There we go. And we are live. Hey, everybody. It's Jason Blaha here. Thought I would sit down, do a video for you guys and gals. Let me give you guys a bicep shot first. Biceps. Normally, I do not do these on a Friday night, but my plans got canceled early. So I'm going to do a quick live stream. And let's see who gets in here. I'm going to briefly talk about a topic because people always bring up the stuff of, well, who needs a coach and why do people need coaches? And let's just be honest. Most of my clients as a coach are people who are busy. Think about who can afford coaching for one. People who are busy and have money. Pretty straightforward. So people who can afford coaching and have the disposable income are usually pretty busy. They don't have time to write their own programming. And most of my clients tell me that. Most of my clients are not, oh, I'm an eager power lifter and I need all this knowledge. I need this so I can pull a 600-pound deadlift and comp. That is not my average client. Those are a handful of my clients. Most of my clients are literally people who are too busy to really think through and put the mental effort into maximizing their programming, even if they know a little bit about it. It is simply easier for them to hire an expert to do all of that for them, tell them what to do, they execute, fix their form, all that stuff. That is exactly how it works. And I think that's something that people forget when it comes to those topics, and that's exactly the point. Like if someone says to me, well, I don't know if I can afford it. And I can write my own programming, but well, then you don't need a coach. What's the problem? If you're capable of writing your own programming and you're happy with the results and you can't afford a coach, you're obviously not my target demographic. There's 5 of you watching so far and no likes. Where's those likes at? Also, a quick reminder, you guys and gals will follow me on the Facebook page down below. Click it down below. It's linked in the description. It would be greatly appreciated. Follow me there and engage on my fitness content. But yeah, back over to the point. That is, most of my clients are literally people who are like, I know basic stuff about training. I just don't have time to think it all through. I can't waste the mental energy on it, and I have the money to afford a coach. And that is continue to be my target demographic. That's why I do the dad bod to daddy thing. That's who I'm looking for as clients. And people have to remember that, so when they really ask, well, why should I get a coach? I'm like, I don't know, man. If you've got time to sit around and argue in the live stream, you probably don't need a coach. Hold on, I got some peanut butter on the corner of my mouth, right? Because you have all the free time in the world, I guess. And if you're not advanced enough to really need any advanced programming, well, you might not be my client. But the people who are busy, people who are making money, people who have busy lives and don't have the extra mental energy to perfect their programming, they need coaches. And that's who I coach. That's literally 70% of my clients. All right. Let's see if we get some people with some questions at this point. This might be a slower night than usual. In fact, this is the slowest live stream I think I've had in a couple of weeks. I'll give you guys maybe a couple more minutes to trickle some people in. But yeah, man, that is not many people watching. How old am I? First question of the day. I am 47. I turned 48 later this year. How about you? How old are you, man? Not that I can read your name. I guess it's in Arabic. Unfortunately, I don't read it. It'd be kind of cool if I could read all these different languages. Any other questions? Since I've already briefly covered the topic. And then, when people ask me, why don't you hire a coach? Because I don't need a coach. I know how to write programming. I know how to write programming for advanced lifters. I coach advanced lifters. I don't need a coach. Problem solved. All right. There we go. A few more people trickling in. You guys need to click the like button as you get trickled in and start asking me some real questions since we've already covered the topic. Let's get some dialogue going. Get some real deep discussion. Get balls deep into deadlift talk. There's a Hodge friend used to say back then, get up in them sugar walls, man. I don't know if that applies to the deadlift. He said, there you go. There's a like for me. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. And all these slackers rolling in don't contribute. What do you think of doing chest and back together in a workout? I mean, you've seen me do that many times. I have many clients who do it. I don't do it these days, but it's very, very, very clear from my own training in the past and a lot of my client vlogs that I programmed that for quite a few people. So that's what I think about it. I personally these days feel like I'm getting better workouts focusing on the individual body parts at the moment. I am actually enjoying the body part split, which is funny because there was a time when I would have never have said that. Oh, Kumar, I don't answer questions about my personal life, man. Right? All right. Yeah, so future, you might want to be specific on those questions. You know, you guys will do that a lot. Hey, what do you think about this? I'm like, I mean, how long of a diatribe do we want? I mean, what are we looking for? Get to the question that you really want answered. Like, are you looking for something specific? You know, so that I can give you the answer you want. Like, help me to help you get the answer that you're looking for. You know, the vaguer the question. I mean, a lot of times people don't like that. They'll ask me, what do you think about something? And it's just like, I don't think about it at all. How many pounds do I need to lose 1% body fat? Well, Kumar, whatever 1% of your body weight is, I suppose. If you weigh 200 pounds, if you lost 2 pounds of fat, you would lose 1% body fat. Right? Take your body weight, multiply it times 1%. Teaching basic first grade algebra here. I'm a school teacher now. Matt, one of my orc warriors. Hey, Jason, how much muscle are the sets of 1 to 3 reps you did in today's workout actually building? I don't know, man. Approximately this much. Is the 3-rep set creating the stimulus at your 8+ rep belt squats? That's a good question. I don't think we actually know the answer to that scientifically. It clearly puts some muscle on because I have run training where I did only triples and got bigger in the past. You know, we could argue about, is it enough quality reps? Well, since it's only 3 reps, it's only going to be 3 stimulating reps. Will training once a week be enough to maintain strength and muscle? Not if you're an advanced lifter, it won't. Jesus fan said, hey, Jason, what are your thoughts on Big Lenny? I can honestly say that the amount of times I have thought about Big Lenny in my entire life has been like twice. Every time people mention bodybuilders who like trans girls or something, he pops in my head because of some stuff people said about him. Outside of that, I don't think about him at all. What do you mean from when together we've been loosely connected? By loosely connected, meaning we've both been on YouTube a long time? Yes, we both use YouTube, so therefore we are connected. So I guess by that same logic, I'm loosely connected to PewDiePie and pretty much every YouTuber, man, right? Maximum Outreach says, does it annoy you when you see skinny leg guys and think they even squat? No, I honestly don't. I don't worry about it, dude. I mean, I obviously recognize that they don't, but I don't get annoyed by it. Whatever. Would you say, Future Legend says, would you say dirty bulking works for getting strong AF? In my experience, it does. Yeah, because you're gaining leverages from the fat. You're not gaining more muscle, though. Kumar, do you still use commercial gym or only home gym? Well, since I only film in the home gym, even if I did go to a commercial gym, it means I don't want you to know about it. So therefore, I am going to say home gym only. Right? Pretty much anywhere that I don't film, it means I don't want the public to know about it. Right? Pretty straightforward. It's like when people say, what do you do for cardio? I'm like, well, none of your business. All right. Because I don't want people to know where I go and what I do. The guy with the Arabic letters name says, how much protein should I eat while losing weight to ensure I don't lose the muscle I've built? Is 1.2 grams per kilogram okay, like fruits and nuts? I'd honestly go for closer to 1.5 grams per kilo of body weight in that situation. Just my advice, if you want to make sure you're holding on to the muscle tissue, right? That would be my advice. You might actually be okay with the 1.2, but if we're talking about an insurance policy, right? That's what I would go with. My back is bigger says, Greg Doucette said in his response video that Turk will probably build more muscle than insulin. His response video, did he respond to me? Did Greg respond to me? If he did, link it. Because if he's going to try to tell me that, I'm going to knock that dig in the dirt. Because it's not going to build anything. Jesus fan said, would you date a woman who did bodybuilding, or is it the opposite of femininity? Why would it be the opposite of femininity? I actually happen to like muscle on a woman. Just my personal opinion. And I'm not telling you what you're supposed to like. Because guess what? People like what they like. You can't convince other people, hey, you have to be attracted to this or that. That's not how it works. You are attracted to what you're attracted to. Right? So, no, I don't see the opposite of femininity. No, I happen to think female bodybuilding can be very feminine up to the point if they're blasting excessive amounts of male hormones. Okay, that's different. But that is because they are putting excessive amounts of male hormones into their body. It's not the bodybuilding per se or gaining muscle that's the issue. Gentian says, I have been in the gym for 6 months. This month I am starting the training plan by Lyle McDonald, 4 days a week, upper lower with 8 sets of training days. Do you think it's a good plan? Is that his generic bulking plan? If so, I believe years ago I did endorse that program as being good. And I see no reason to change that position. If that's the one you're talking about, Lyle's generic bulking program. Jesus fan says, your room looks cool, enjoying the content. Thank you. Yeah, this is my little office. All right. You want, hold on, this guy. Can I get a left forearm pose? I don't know, man, how much you going to pay me for it? You going to donate? I'll give you one anyways. You can choose to donate if you want. I'm not going to make you donate. Right? You got to give the fans what they want. Look at that, man. It's all hard and vascular like a cock. All right. My back is bigger says his response to the newest human study is Turk has just came out this day, showed that it did nothing. Of course it did nothing. Phil Hogan says, that's kind of a cool name, dude. I don't know why Phil Hogan. I dig the name, man. Right? I don't know. I just a name like that sounds like you probably lift some heavy weight. I've seen you started doing rest pause reps at the end of sets. Do you count seconds until you do another rep, or just wait till you think? I just wait till I think I can do it. That's it. My back is bigger says, what made you decide to discuss your abuse in detail in one of your newest videos on obesity? Very brave. Thank you. To be fair, I have discussed that in the past. It is something I've actually said that is one of the reasons I've gotten into lifting. And I have personally, for the last decade, I have been an enormous advocate for abuse survivors to get into strength training. Okay. I have been an enormous advocate for it. So it's something I'm open about. And I think it serves a greater good for me to be open about it. So it's not, honestly, it's not even brave. It's not even brave at this point. I'm okay talking about it, you know? And for me, if that sort of story can help other people to find something that is useful to them and valuable to their life and to their health, and to help with them getting through some of that, getting through some of the effects of the trauma, then I have left the world a better place for me having been in it. Okay. If that advice helps one person, a single abuse survivor somewhere, just one, that's it. Then my life has been worth living. All right. Jesus fan says, holy shit, Veiny AF. Yeah, he's all right. I am getting more vascular as I get leaner. Yeah, I've definitely been stalked by people who don't even lift, which is weird. I should not even be on their radar. I literally don't do any content other than fitness stuff really these days. Joseph Knip says, if I go high volume to low volume for arms, will I still grow them or not gain muscle? If progressive overload is present, then you will still grow. Yep. I mean, the name of the game, if progressive overload is present, I don't care how low your volume is, you should see some gains. Bill Hogan says, wow, glad you like my name. Yeah, dude, it's just a cool name, man. You know? I don't know. A lot of the gym community does like whole milk yogurt, bro. Kumar says, you already improved my life so much. Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear it. All right. I personally discovered Jason from the stream clips that fans put out one day, decided to tune into a real one. Very informative. Well, thank you, my back. Oh, okay. See, this is an example of one of my illiterate haters. Okay, you guys ready? I'm going to read it out loud. Okay, here we go. Alan Bunyu. Okay, Alan Bunyu, Alan Thrall. I'm talking to you. I'm a little comparison. Alan lives, Wells has 6 figures and a family. Stephen, it sounds like you should go back to middle school. Because unlike Jeffro from the Beverly Hillbillies, it doesn't look like you graduated the 6th grade. Because damn. All right. What are some of the worst stories from your ordeal? I'd really rather not talk about it. Joseph says, I was doing 20 plus sets for a specialization program. Now want to go back to focus on the whole body. Yeah, man, just scale it back. Limitless. All right, I'm gonna read Limitless's, and I'm gonna see if he can go a whole post without mentioning the Philippines, or I'm sorry, Indonesia. All right. Okay. Limitless, I want to see if you can make it through a whole stream without saying the word Indonesia or asking me something about Indonesia. I'm going to challenge you to do it. All right. Hey, Coach, today I had a great gym workout with my friend who is trying to lose weight. Bought candy and chips. He has been doing well. Can do pull-ups finally, but I'm worried he ate these. What to say to him? Tell him quit eating junk, man. South Paul Liver says, thoughts on Arabic food for anabolic progress. What exactly is Arabic food? Let me think. Actually, I have eaten at Halal Guys once. It was actually pretty fucking good. Not gonna lie. It was actually pretty good. Oh, God. All right. We can go ahead and put Billy Madison over here. Look at Billy Madison. Oh, Lord. Dude, he called you, Steven, he called you Billy Madison. Oh, okay. Bye-bye. All right. Someone says food from Arabia. All right. I did have Halal Guys once. It was some sort of lamb and rice dish. It's like a lamb and a curry rice or something. It was spicy as hell, but it was legit. I was like at an event and people brought a bunch of it catered. All right. Kumar, I don't know if you should coach your friend or not. I mean, you might. I mean, hey, you could get some experience, I guess. All right. How do you know if you're using the right amount of band tension of high rep tension on the high rep band press downs? You don't. You just ballpark it and hope you're about right. You know, it's going to be at least 50 reps. So. All right. Jesus fan, bro, I thought you were a fan and you're going to come in talking about crazy stuff that I don't even know about. Okay. You are aware I don't actually watch any of that stuff. Clearly you do. That's a problem. I'm going to let you pull your own comment down and behave. And if you do, and we get that stuff out of my feed and you don't mention it again, I'll let you stay. How's that? I'm going to give you about 10 seconds. I don't watch any of that stuff. Anyone who watches it is mentally ill. Southpaw, I'm not an Indonesia fan. I literally don't know anything about it. That's why I pick on Limitless about it, because he asks questions about Indonesia every thing, and I tell him, I've never been to Indonesia. I don't know anyone from Indonesia. I don't even know what type of food they have in Indonesia. So quit asking me about Indonesia. I don't know anything about it. I only have one Indonesian fan, guys. I don't know what you're talking about that I know of. And that's no offense intended to people from Indonesia. I am literally not qualified to discuss anything about Indonesian culture. I have zero knowledge of it. Kumar says, you eat halal? I thought, oh, no, Kumar, actually anybody can eat halal food. It's perfectly legal. Yeah, dude, anybody. Like, so a restaurant that serves that, or like a franchise, you can eat the food. You're actually allowed to, no matter what your religion is. Is there a truth to more pull-ups, the more ladies you can attract? Yes, that's why you need to get onto my Dad Bod to Daddy coaching program, and you will be drowning in it. Limitless. You hire me to coach you, you will be literally drowning in pussy. Like you will drown to death, or your money back by the end of your life. All right. Southpaw says, how can I make my friend go from 4 to 6 pull-ups? He's been stuck for months, almost a year. Give it more time. He needs to gain more muscle. Do you have your dream physique? Is it close to being achieved? Okay. My back is bigger. You asking me personally or professionally? Right? You need to specify, because you say a dream physique. You need to specify for me personally, or do you mean my professional dream physique? Because they are not even remotely related. Okay. All right. Okay, so Jesus fan, now you're telling people how to find the hate videos on me. All you got to do to go find it. Okay, that's it. I mean, bye. The fact that you even know they exist tells me you need therapy. Like nobody who is sane would stand around watching hate stock videos of a YouTuber and then come to their channel. Okay, go get psychiatric help. All right. Southpaw, I can't say either one of those words. All right. Yeah, my back, I actually have a lot of Indian. I actually get a lot of Indian clients too. Probably because Jason is so massive. Jason has a global outreach. I saw on his Facebook, a lot of his fan base from Africa and India. Good advice. The strength training is universal. Yeah, I mean, I agree. All right. Southpaw says, why would anyone bother to make hate videos? I'd rather make love videos. Exactly, man. I'm at a point in my life, I don't have time to hate other people. All right. Do you think lunges with sandbag is optimal for leg gains? No, probably not. Hey, Dan, the fact that you know that isn't good. I've never seen any of them ever appear anywhere in my feed. So I don't know what you guys are talking about unless y'all stand around searching for them. Which means you're a weirdo who needs to talk to a therapist. It's not difficult to understand. If you sit around watching hate videos about a fitness YouTuber, you need psychiatric help. Okay, I don't make the rules. That's just reality. And I'm saying as someone who's been through their share of therapy, I'm not saying therapy is a bad thing. What I'm saying is if that's what you do, and I'm not saying it to be a dick, I'm not saying it to be mean, I'm saying you need help. Dan asked, how long does it take you per client to write up their programming each week given their unique needs and modifications? There is no set number, dude. Not how it works. It takes however long it takes. Is there a language you think can attract more ladies than others? Like some people say French is a love language. Yes, the dad bod to daddy language. So you sign up for my coaching and you're going to get girls. That's simple, man. That's going to be my response to every question about getting girls. You hire me as a coach and you will get pussy. Okay. Emmett says, currently running Windler 5-3-1 boring but big, gaining strength on all core lifts except the deadlift, stalling. Any advice? Get bigger, be more patient, change programs then. Long Leg says, glad to see the client vlogs. Come on, people, get the likes up. He's right, man. You guys watching, where are all the likes at? Limitless says, will you help a client out if they ask for some guitar help? I'll tell you what, Limitless, my regular consultations, I'll discuss anything you want. If you want a guitar lesson for my $100 an hour consults, I'll give you a guitar lesson. Usually I talk to people about their nutrition, their training, their mindset, right? It's normally what I do for $100 an hour in those. But if you want guitar lessons, then get your PayPal ready and sign up for one of my hour things and I'll teach you some stuff. And then you will get pussy. All right. Do you get a lot of girls, Coach? I have run the Dad Bod to Daddy training program, Dan. So obviously the answer is yes. South Paul Liver says, can you help me go beast mode? Unfortunately, no, you're going to have to hire my friend Chris Jones to teach you to go beast mode. That is his stick, and I am not going to steal it. Okay. I am not going to plagiarize my boy Chris Jones. So if you want to go beast mode, you need to go hire Chris. I'm not going to try to cut in on Chris's game. Okay. Have you ever taken guitar lessons? A couple. Gosh, when I was like 12. I took a few when I was like 12, 13. Favorite music genre? Do I have to pick one? Your favorite movie of recent, Coach? I don't know. I really can't think of what my most favorite recent movie is, to be honest. Maybe the Dad Bod to Daddy training program. Dan Burson says, do you have a set time of your transformation from Dad Bod? I'm already not at Dad Bod anymore. That's already come and gone, my friend. Just because I'm continuing to improve doesn't mean I don't already look better than 99% of dudes in the gym. My back said, I noticed your skin looks a lot better today. The dot in your head is also good. Natural looks good on you. I'm telling you, man. Although why have I got this stuff on my corner, man? What the hell is that? It's got to be peanut butter. Although I did cut myself shaving earlier. I kind of nicked it too. Oh, man. No, Dan, I don't go film where I go. That's not how it works. Phil Hogan says, have you ever tried playing the drums? I used to play drums and guitar in a few death metal bands, and I've never played drums. Right? Never played the drums. Thoughts on whey isolate versus concentrate? It's minimal difference, dude. It really has to do with, are you having lactose intolerance issues from concentrate or not? That's it. Do you miss being a mass monster? You're happier as a bodybuilder? Dude, I'm liking being down close to 200 right now. I feel better. My sleep is better. I don't know. I just feel better. I'm probably legit going to go under 200. Just keeps dropping body fat. Thoughts on Hulk Hogan's training? What does Hulk Hogan even do for training these days? I don't know. Is overtraining a real thing? Yes, it is a documented medical condition that can be literally diagnosed by a sports physician. Well, my Jason time be interrupted by a client called. I know, man, and it's been different people every time. Is it true there's no state income tax in Texas? Yes, that is true. Amit says, do you have to dodge tons, look at that British spelling, of women's panties when you leave your home? Bro, I've run the Dad Bod to Daddy transformation program. So the answer is obviously yes. Almost get suffocated under them, like the 200 pairs pile up on you. Hire me, and you too can drown under a pile of panties. Literally just get crushed by them. Right? That'll be how you go out of this world. Okay. Dan, you sure are critical, and you sure know a lot about the trolls. All right. Southpaw says, thoughts on Texas brisket barbecue? Is that a real question? You know I am a native Texan, right? to even question if Texas brisket is the best in the world is borderline a capital offense here. Just in case you are not aware, you can't roll up into Texas and do that and suggest that there might be other brisket somewhere in the world that is comparable. And bros be getting shot for saying shit like that. Dude, you can't play like that. Oh, hell no. Lamira Verga, you asked me this in the comments, and you need to be specific. So why wouldn't I be able to work with them? If they're interested, they need to put in an application and explain the situation, and I can assess it. It is that simple. Back says, Hogan's got the 24-inch pythons, brother. He did, man, back in the day. And it says, is it morally okay to have those briskets? Think of the vegans. I'm not a vegan, though. I just choose to eat mostly plants for health. My back. Well, why do you think I'm going to have to sacrifice muscle to be under 200 pounds? I'm only 205. Let me ask you a question. Do you think I have 6 pounds of body fat left to lose? I have that much just in my loose skin still around my waistline, right? So if I went down to 199, I'd only have to lose 6 pounds. You telling me I can't lose 6 pounds of fat without losing muscle if I took my time doing it? I don't think it's an issue. All right. Southpaw says, I'd gobble that brisket up like it was my last day on earth. Yeah, dude. Texas is known for our brisket. Is there a discount for coaching for people from certain countries like Indonesia because they do not have the same disposable income? No. What do you think? Do you think I'm running a oh, man. They better find an international charity willing to cover the difference then. They need to start a fund to hire coaches for people from poorer countries, like a big charity drive. All right. Limitless says, is it okay to have multiple memberships to different gyms, or is it dumb? I've had 2 before at the same time. Dan, you keep asking the same question because I'm ignoring your silly ass question. All right. No offense, but my back says, sorry, I thought you were closer to 210, 215. I also thought it was biologically impossible not to lose muscle on a cut, even for roided people. If you lose slow, it's different. Hey, Jason, what sort of accessory exercise on Kanji you like for BJJ athletes? Lots of pulling, fat bar work, any sort of pulling. All right. Craig says, how's your fundraiser going? Last time I looked, someone had donated over $100. So that was, yeah, it's not my fundraiser. That's one of the ones they already do. And I like to just post those up because it draws attention to charities and people can then donate to those charities and everybody wins. I like to use my outreach sometimes just to put those up because I've got a big enough page, people will see it, and then, they can donate to those things like children's cancer. It's just trying to be a decent person. Bob says, hey, Coach, how's it going tonight? Sorry I missed the first part. Well, you can chime back in after the fact, man. Dan says his direct arm and shoulder work important for BJJ athletes. It might be, especially some bicep and forearm work might not be a bad idea. All things considered, it is a grappling sport. Hey, Coach, are sauna sessions helpful for weight control? No, but they could help with recovery. 200 pounds is how much in kilograms? 91 kg. Phil, I'm not eating a cheat meal from McDonald's, dude. I am not wasting a cheat meal on McDonald's. Jesus Christ. Bob says, I had a rough work day. What do you do after a rough work day? You should go pound some poo nanny. All right. Also, Coach, did you see the Chuck Basher new crypto scam on his latest live stream? Tons of his followers lost a lot of money. Oh man, Chucky. I don't know what to say about that. I really don't. Limitless, you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. You had to say Indonesia, Mark. All right. Is ice cream something you've been able to rebuild a healthy relationship with, or have you had to cold turkey on it? I don't eat ice cream. Any tips on healing golfers? Though I rested it in one session, it came back from, you need to not train that area and you need to do some high rep band work for your arms until it heals up. Do you know who Dr. Tony uses? Yes, but I don't follow his work. Bob, you don't know how to get girls? Dude, you guys have to be kidding me. How do we have a generation? I guess the human race is just going to go extinct. That's it. Got a whole generation of guys who don't know how to get pussy. The human race ends in one generation. It's over. Population drops to 0 in 50 years. I don't even understand how this is a problem. Like, how can you guys not know how to get laid? Every ancestor you've had for the last million years has done it. Like, how can you not figure this out? I don't understand. I literally, and I'm not even trying to be mean, I don't understand how this is possible. It can't, you guys have to be trolling. Like all these guys on the internet who can't get laid or get girls, you have to be trolling me. This has never, ever, 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 ever been a problem for the human race, ever. Oh. Emmett says, yeah, I saw that video today about you and the ice cream. Sorry to hear about. Is that what you named your program after? No, I honestly didn't. I mean, maybe there was some of that in there, but definitely had to do with, there was a throwback to it, to learning to control your eating with ice cream. That was definitely part of the reason, because I used to discuss how to try to moderate stuff like that early on my channel, right? And then it was the ice cream fitness. High rep band curls on extensions. Do both. I do both. Are you still a fan of John Bravo? John and I haven't talked in a long time. I didn't give him my new number when it changed. He and I talked a lot, but then when Brittany and I broke up, I just chose to drift away from that. John Bravo and I used to talk on the phone pretty regularly. He used to call me a couple times a week and just chat for a couple hours. But we're talking like 2015, 2016. I haven't spoken to him since then. Emmett says, who's Brittany? Brittany was a stripper I used to date. She used to be on my channel. She lived with me. She was my girlfriend. She danced a bit. Hence, again, when guys tell me, how do you get girls? I'm like, well, you insert tab A into slot B. Read the instruction manual. Did they not teach you this like in middle school in sex ed? I met Brittany through another girl I was dating. She was her hairdresser, and she thought we would be a good match, so she set us up in the middle of one of my dates with her. Brittany told the story about it. I'm still friends with her. She's cool. She married some other dude. All right. All right. My bad, because I think it's very rare for the people not trolling. I notice your main demographic is very young men. It can be hard sometimes. My bad, yeah, but I'm not the best person to give advice, because if these guys tell me, how do I get girls? Well, you go talk to them. You tell a joke, they laugh. You tell a second joke, they laugh twice, and pussy pops out. You guys don't know how to be funny? Like, just tell a joke. That's it. Tell a joke. That's all you have to do. Just be funny. And if you can't sound funny, look funny. As long as you make them laugh, that's it. That's the whole secret. That's it. Or you can hire me to coach you on the Dad Bod to Daddy training program, and I guarantee you, you'll father 100 babies. All right. Are we going to get a conjugate-based client log? No. Yeah, my back says John brought as many actually talked about not doing this with Eric that made overt fun of you. I can appreciate that. I mean, John and I were friends. It's just, and I don't dislike John. We just kind of didn't talk anymore because I moved on, and I just, because he was also then friends with Brittany at the time and chatted with all of us. I just kind of walked away from the situation. So I want to be clear on that. I don't dislike John in any way. I literally have no beef with him. There was never a problem. I just kind of fell away from it. South Paul says, you're a mature man. When I broke up my last girl, I just went ham, beast mode, and everything in between. I mean, that was a couple girls ago, man. I mean, I've had more than one girlfriend since then. What grip work do you think about work well for BJJ? Current doing axle bar. Dude, no, axle bar inverted rows work great. No, Dan, that's perfect. Perfect. Keep doing that. All right. Dan Craig, it's not as easy as Jason says. Yes, it is. He just said he had a stripper as a girlfriend. Nothing wrong with that per se, but a lot of men wouldn't want that situation. Dan, I'm going to venture to say a lot of men couldn't be in that situation. Would you ever recommend a squat program for a hard gain, or do you prefer squats or Southpaw says it's your girlfriend. I said, I mean, it's never interesting. It's never boring. Woo! That's all I'm going to say about that. It's never boring, that's for sure. Oh my God. Lord. And I didn't pursue her. She was basically gifted to me. It was just one of those things, man. I got the old switcheroo, you know, I'm dating one girl and she's just like, my hairdresser / part-time stripper friend, here, take her. Put her in my lap pretty much. After feeding me a steak, she like cooked me this steak dinner. And I'm sitting there and I just finished this steak and all of a sudden she puts this girl in my lap. I don't know. I don't get it. I didn't even have to talk to that one. It just, here, take her. Oh gosh. Hence why I don't understand the problems these guys have. Like, go on a date with one girl and she'll give you another one, guys. Like, you'll get one for free. That's it. That's all you got to do, man. Get on one date and you're gold. Chad, no, I am not going to mentor either of them. It's not going to happen. Nope. Sorry. Zachary says, seems like women flow to you in abundance. Man, it's all about that energy you put out. Again, some people didn't like me putting this up, just like I got sitting on my desk. Right there at my workstation. Focus. It's all about mindset. It's all about energy, man. Music. Can you do Metallica? Can I do any Metallica? That's a good question. I don't know that I know any Metallica. You do any flamenco guitar? No. Hold on. All right, hold on. No, I don't know any Metallica songs. Let me look up the music on a Metallica song I like, though. Let me see if I can play it. All right, let's try this. All right. All right. Hold on, I pulled up some tabs. Let's see if we can get this right. How's it go? Yeah, I don't know this one. Sorry, guys. I would need to practice. He goes, ooh, is this Whiplash, right? It is. So how does he do that? Because you're going to have to take it after you. All right, it should be on the 5th fret. Plug it in. You want to plug it in? Play something for you guys. All right, hold on. We got the Strat on today, so all right. Yeah, we're gonna wind it down in just a second, bro. All right. Rich Frog says, if you don't mind sharing how long of a stripper on your way did you go balls deep? A couple hours. All right. We want it down here. All right, let's run there. Up here. All right. Uh-oh. Sorry, I'm not used to playing it on this song sitting down. This guitar sitting down, I'm not used to this song. Yeah. Oh, I can't do it today. Sorry, guys. I'm just too tired to play. Optional question to your neighbors or anyone living near you ever complain about the noise? My neighbors have said they never even hear me play. All right. All right. So we're at 57 minutes, probably gonna wind this down. Yeah, no, dude, actually that guitar playing was really bad just now. That is way, way below my normal standard. Again, I'm also not used to playing sitting down, and I don't normally do solos much on the on the Strat. So as soon as I got to the lead work, it just sucked. I usually do most of my lead work on the Les Paul. So I'm more used to that fret layout. It's just, it has different spacing. I should probably practice more lead work on the Strat too, though. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and wind this down. Yeah, guys, I'm pretty tired. It's been a long day. So I'm gonna hop off here. I hope it's been informative. And I will talk to you guys and gals next time.